Today we have brought you a bunch of updates. Tesla Model X frozen lake mystery gets solved, and the truth is stranger than fiction. The Boring Company gets shot at exclusive negotiations for Las Olas Loop in Fort Lauderdale. And Tesla's 4680 battery offensive in China hits the accelerator pedal. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. Back in 2019, a picture of a charred Tesla Model X in the middle of a frozen lake in Vermont resulted in a lot of electric vehicle enthusiasts scratching their heads in confusion. Very few details were made public, though the police noted back then that the owner of the vehicle drove the Model X to the lake, where it supposedly struck a rock and caught fire. The incident was pretty strange, partly because the car fully burned up without melting the ice and falling into the frozen lake. Little information was also available about the owner of the vehicle, though it was reported that no one was injured in the incident. Recently, the mysteries surrounding this peculiar Model X fire were explained, and by the Department of Justice, no less. Needless to say, the truth in this particular Model X fire was stranger than fiction. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Vermont, the Model X was actually part of a pretty expansive scam executed by 32-year-old Michael Gonzalez of Colchester, Vermont. The scam involved Gonzalez acquiring Teslas by exploiting a procedure adopted by the company that allowed him to take deliveries of vehicles before his bank transfer was fully cleared. As per a report from 7 Days, Gonzalez's breakthrough came in September 2018 when he reserved a Tesla Model 3 that cost $58,200. To acquire the vehicle, the scammer paid Tesla a $2,500 down payment and set up an automated payment scheme to draft the vehicle's monthly payments. Tesla delivered the Model 3, and days later, Gonzalez's fund transfers were rejected by the bank. The vehicle was taken around December 2018 to a used car dealership, where Gonzalez sold it for $42,500. Fresh from his successful scam, Gonzalez decided to go for a bigger prize next. Using the same playbook, he was able to acquire a Model X worth $144,200. Tesla delivered the vehicle, and weeks later, Gonzalez was able to sell the all-electric SUV through Craigslist for $90,000. According to investigators, the Model X that ended up on the frozen lake was actually the third Tesla in Gonzalez's scheme. It was a vehicle worth $152,663, the scammer's most expensive yet. But while he was able to pick up the car in Tampa, Tesla did not provide Gonzalez with the ownership paperwork needed to register or resell the car. In response to this, Gonzalez reportedly took the car to a frozen section of Shelburne Bay, where it was later found in flames. The gutsy Gonzalez actually filed an insurance claim for the Model X loss, but he never showed up for a required examination under oath, where he was required to bring the electric vehicle's certificate of ownership. Ultimately, the claim was denied. Not to be discouraged, Gonzalez went for a fourth Tesla in March 2019, another Model X for $136,710. This time around, he used another person's driver's license and another address. Tesla delivered the vehicle, and it was registered with the Vermont DMV Gonzalez. He then transferred the Model X title under his own name, claiming that he had acquired it through an even trade with an $8,200 2013 Kia Optima. The Model X was sold on eBay for $99,400. Unfortunately for Gonzalez, his streak ended when he initiated his scam for the fifth time in July 2019. Tesla eventually hired a repossession company, and the vehicle was tracked to a Burlington garage. The scammer fled, though he was later arrested in February 2020 on a separate gun charge. Upon his release, he had the Tesla towed from a storage facility for what he believed was another sale. The Seabrook Police Department was not having it by this time, and they proceeded to impound the Model X. As per the U.S. Department of Justice, Gonzalez is currently being charged with 5 counts of possessing and selling stolen motor vehicles. He is ordered detained by United States Magistrate Judge Kevin Doyle, pending a detention hearing next week, and he is at risk of facing 10 years in prison for each count of possessing and selling stolen cars. Moving to the next update, the Boring Company gets shot at exclusive negotiations for Las Olas Loop in Fort Lauderdale. The Boring Company has a chance to start exclusive negotiations with Fort Lauderdale city officials for its proposed Las Olas Loop. In July, Fort Lauderdale accepted the Boring Company's Las Olas Loop proposal but gave other firms 45 days to submit competing bids. No other companies pitched competing proposals, and the 45-day deadline passed on Monday. Now Elon Musk's tunneling company gets a chance to discuss an agreement with Fort Lauderdale city officials about bringing the Las Olas Loop to life. According to city spokeswoman Ashley Doucard, Fort Lauderdale's city manager and attorney will seek the commissioner's approval to negotiate a comprehensive or interim agreement with the Boring Company. Along with negotiating an agreement with Boring, there will be a significant amount of technical and engineering and regulatory work that will need to be done, she told Bloomberg. Speculating on a timeline would not be possible at this point. The proposed Las Olas Loop will consist of two bi-directional tunnels similar to those proposed in its Ontario Airport Loop project. The San Bernardino County Transportation Authority, who is overseeing the Boring Company's Ontario Loop, unanimously approved the bi-directional twin-tunnel system after a study revealed that it would benefit passengers in the long run. Fort Lauderdale's bi-directional tunnel system will extend from downtown to the beach, about 2.5 miles each way. The Las Olas Loop will have a similar setup to Las Vegas Convention Center Loop, LVCC, where passengers ride Teslas to get through the tunnels. Currently, Teslas going through the LVCC loop are driven by human drivers. However, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority Board, who agreed to pay the Boring Company $6.5 million to operate and manage the LVCC loop, expects the Tesla cars to run autonomously by December 31, 2021. So there is a chance that the Las Olas Loop will have autonomous Teslas driving people through the tunnels by the time the project is complete. Moving to the last update for today, Tesla's 4680 battery offensive in China hits the accelerator pedal. Tesla is looking to find more suppliers that will manufacture its 4680 battery cell in China, with reports that the automaker is already negotiating with several battery companies in the country, according to Chinese media outlets. Tesla unveiled its 4680 battery cell in September 2020, aiming to create an EV battery capable of more range and power and a longer lifespan. Tesla has reportedly been producing the cell at a facility near its Fremont plant in Northern California, known as Cato Road. Tesla has not yet deployed the cells in vehicles that customers own, the company has said. The first vehicles to utilize the new 4680 cells will be the vehicles built at Tesla's upcoming factories in Berlin or Texas. Because Tesla is working to deploy the cells in some of its most popular vehicles, like the Model Y, it is attempting to secure manufacturing contracts for the 4680 battery now, so it is available later. Tesla was eyeing contracts with Samsung SDI and LG Energy Solutions for 4680 production, according to a report from the Korea Herald in mid-July, with suppliers Panasonic and CATL likely already lined up for manufacturing efforts. A new report from Chinese media site 36 Krypton indicated that Tesla is now eyeing Ning Times, LG Chemical, and Yue Lithium Energy for contracts that would allow for 4680 cell production. A person familiar with the matter said that the negotiations are in the early stages and mass production will begin in 2023. Yue is known for its LFP battery technology, which Tesla uses in the Chinese and European regions. However, it introduced a pack to the North American market for the Model 3 last week. Director of Basic Materials and Technology Research for Yue, Jai Yawen, said that the company had deployed two major models of 4680 and 4695 with plans for the batteries to be promoted into the market gradually after 2023. More companies are reaching out to Tesla for the opportunity to lock in a 4680 contract. A source revealed to 36KR that Ning Times, LG Chemical, and others are also negotiating 4680 battery cooperation with Tesla in China, and BAK Battery, which has always adhered to the cylindrical route, has also taken the initiative to find Tesla. Tesla's production of the 4680 battery cells at Cato Road will likely fill the company's supply sheet for the foreseeable future. The plan has been to transfer cells from Northern California to Berlin and Texas when the plants are ready to begin production. Until then, Tesla will likely continue to line up suppliers as its production and delivery figures near 1 million units annually for the first time in company history. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the Electric Arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.